Hello, welcome into the Lone Wolf Tarot. I am the Lone Wolf, and today we'll be doing a general read for you. Okay, so lovers just flip the fuck out, bro. Like, okay, so lovers, yo, I'm so tired of this energy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, all my feed is love readings and this energy. So, are we taking this? That's too many cards. Yeah, that's too many cards. Okay, so one card at a time. I'm so tired of love readings, y'all. I have been deleting them. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. But anyway, so lovers came out. Let's see, we're gonna delete this one. Lovers, employee, and bard. So we're taking those two, and that's that. Okay. The fools at the bottom of the deck. So that song, it's giving. I'm a fool for you, or something like. I'm a fool for you. On my finger. Do you have to let it linger? You guys know that song? Inducement. So there's a very tempting love. Okay, I'm already getting some. So we have inducement and lovers. Maybe the connection is very tempting. Maybe like you're working really hard. You're trying to save. You're trying to like save up so that you can marry this person or something. Maybe like this person is very tempting to you. So you're making all the stops, trying to connect with them, trying to like financially be. Dang, you guys saw how far that went. It's in reverse too. Oh, you guys don't even argue. So like maybe you guys very much listen to each other, communicate very well when you guys are talking, the other person's listening, the other person's like, focusing. Okay, so maybe a risky connection because we do have natural disaster at the bottom and that's like my wrist. Maybe y'all both are also in fight or flight mode or survival mode or something of the sort. Okay, but like low key, high key is giving like a very tempting connection. Very tempting. It seems like y'all could be together forever. Maybe like this is the final boss type of thing for your romantic love life. Okay, it's also giving like you working very hard to make ends meet or to save up maybe for a marriage, maybe for a ring, maybe for something, some type of goal. You're trying to save up, you're trying to work hard. Maybe you both are very hard workers. You're both working because there's two people in this. So like it's giving like there's a transition like y'all don't got the money yet, but y'all working hard to make it happen type of thing individually or together. Okay? And like when you guys do talk about your life, your history, your everything, like there's no arguments, there's no frustration, there's no quarrel, there's no beef. It's like y'all just both be listening to each other. This is actually a very nice connection. Like I'm not gonna hold y'all. You feel me? Like I like this connection, I like this energy. It seems like just like it's very pleasant. Like you guys don't have any issues right now, and it seems like it's maybe potentially too good to be true. You feel me? Because we're gonna get into it. No, I'm just joking. Let me get a overall energy card. Okay. Oh, so two cards came out. This one did not want to come out. It was like put that back in the deck, but it flipped over anyway. So like the overall goal, maybe y'all both manifested this. Maybe y'all both like maybe you want a love that is like tempting, obsessive, something that you feel in your loins as well. It's giving low key, okay, because this is a root chakra card. Okay, so like maybe you feel it. You feel me? But like yeah, maybe you're somebody who plans. Maybe you're somebody who works very hard, who wants to manifest, very ambitious. You're also very loyal, whether that's to your ambition. So you need somebody who's a worker, who's working towards something too. Okay, even if they're not there yet, because this is on the fence, it's giving like you want. Excuse me about the cough. You want to basically like feel like this person is working towards something too. Okay, feel it, know it, see it, whatever. So this card came out. Hard working. So heavy on the root energy though. Okay. Okay, baby. My son's right there. I don't know if you can see his little shadow. Anyway, so yeah, with these two cards coming out, so now we have the 10. Oh my god, excuse me. Now we have the 10 of so you could either be um so like this person right here, they're working hard, right? They're keeping their head down, they're trying to work hard, they're trying to do everything, doing a lot, okay? Maybe you feel motivated by this connection as well to persist and stuff, but it's also giving like you kind of get lost in the sauce when it comes to this connection. Like, you might lose concentration when you are working. Like, maybe this person's on your mind 24/7 type of thing as well. But it's also giving like, yeah, y'all just either you manifested them, they manifested them. Maybe you want to be better. Maybe you want to be trustworthy. Maybe you want to be faithful. Maybe you want to like plan out this connection. Maybe you are a planner. So like you're trying to plan out the connection a little bit or something. Maybe y'all have, maybe like you both talked about what you guys want for yourselves as well. And there was like a very, no disagreement, like whatever you wanted for yourself, there was also no disagreement. Like potentially, like, you know what I'm trying to say. Like, let's say if you're like, I want a dog and I want kids, and the person was like, I also don't want kids and I want a dog, and then you were like, well, I want to move to Kentucky, and they were like, I also want to move to, it's always Kentucky, I also want to move to Kentucky, and then you were like, oh well, I want to finish college before I get married. They're like, me too. And how long are you going to college? And then they were like 4 years, and then you were like 4 years, and then it's like, wow, so we can just like, like it was like perfect, like it was too perfect. It was like, wow. So it's like now you're like maybe obsessed with this person, feeling them in your loins potentially as well. Maybe you are still around with this person or not. We're gonna get into it, but it's giving like just right now everything was going pretty smoothly. You're both working hard. You're both very hard workers, very faithful to your plan, faithful to each other, faithful to um, like in general, very trustworthy individuals who work hard, who also is potentially giving like you're by yourself a lot doing all your goals and ambitions by yourself. This person is by themselves a lot doing their goals and ambitions. Why can't we be by ourselves together kind of vibe as well? Like that's what it's giving. Maybe there was a separation. This card came out twice. I know y'all saw that when it came right here. I don't know if y'all actually seen it because I don't know what y'all can see for real, for real. But when I watch it back, I'm gonna know. But anyway, so the Eight of Cups. So there's a potential y'all left this person. Okay, this person left you. All right, there was some type of breakup, some type of separation, some type of movement, some type of. So this could be a separation reading. Maybe that's why there's the temptation energy, the inducement energy, the love that is tempting and like overriding the emotions and the senses because they're not together. Okay, and maybe they're both decided to work independently towards the agreement, the connection, so it's also giving like maybe potentially in the past, only because why would we use conflict? Why can't we use agreement or alliance? So it's giving like maybe in the past, whenever you told this whole story, this spiel, it's significant because this person did not argue with you. This person listened to you. This person observed you. This person, heard you versus like in the other past situations, potentially somebody was like, oh, well, why would you want to do that? Like, let's say you always talk to your potential mates, partners, boyfriends, girlfriends, all that jazz, husband, wives, right? And you potentially are like, okay, I really want my wife or husband to be a stay-at-home mom or dad, right? And you were like, and then normally, as soon as you say, I want a stay-at-home wife or husband, the husband or wife in question starts to argue with you. It seems like this person heard your spiel and didn't even argue. They were just like, oh, okay, interesting. Okay, all right, I'm listening. And it was just like kind of a interesting connection. Yeah, that probably got you excited. Maybe that was like something that was like, ooh, like I'm like, it's giving like, I'm not gonna lie, someone didn't let you. This could be a masculine energy. I'm not gonna say it is, but it's giving like this could be a masculine energy. Someone didn't let you be a masculine energy in the past potentially, or someone, it didn't have to be a masculine energy, but it's giving only because it's like, if I'm telling my feminine what the rules are type of energy, that's what it's giving. Like, I'm telling this person like what I want, what I planning, what I desire, all of this stuff, right? And like normally there would have to be some type of compromise, or there would have to be some type of like, debate, or like, like it's giving like this individual that you were communicating with and telling your life story to, and like all the details of what you potentially were trying to manifest for yourself, was allowing you to do that, like allowing you to be yourself and do what you want type of thing, versus like arguing with you and being like, oh, well, why would you want to go and move to Kentucky when Kentucky is like, so cold during the winter or something, like, like there was no arguments. Yeah, like there was more or less just like, okay, let's do it. Like, or I support you in whatever you want to do, or I'm interested in doing that as well. I also feel that way, or something. Like it was just like a refreshing. I'm trying to say the word I'm trying to say. Like this person let you be the head of household. That's what it's kind of giving. Like this person was like, I allowing you to do whatever you want to do because I am a submissive energy, and I feel like that was like kind of eye opening, kind of like, wow, I like this energy. But for some reason, we have the Eight of Cups. So somebody left, regardless, someone just still decided to walk away. Someone tried to like break up. Yeah, the Hermit is popping out. I'm not taking it, but the Hermit is popping out as I was talking. So it's giving like someone still decided to move away from it, from this connection. Okay. Regardless, so normally I do clarify and get the build of the story, but it's giving like it's like I guess I'm just focusing on the building up of what's connecting everything together. For some reason, with this reading, this is a different type of read that I normally do. I do just like go, okay, what does lovers mean? Okay, this person's really tempting you. This person's obsessed, like obsessive, blah blah blah. Like like that's what I'm doing. But normally, it's like, okay, so why did this person leave, or who left, or what was the cause of the separation, type of thing. And it's like this card flipping over. So somebody maybe felt like they were, ooh, okay. So either somebody feels like they have a bad reputation that was going to catch up to them. So like it's low key giving like, I don't know why this song's coming up in my head. Because maybe because baby now we got bad blood. And we used to be mad love. So take a look at what you done. Cause baby now we got bad blood. Hey! Okay, so it's giving like somebody had a bad reputation. I'm gonna just put it on the viewer right now. Unfortunately, whoever's watching this, I'm giving it to you. Okay? So someone, hot girl summer energy. This is my whole energy whenever I'm talking about something negative right now. She's not a hoe, but I see it as somebody who's out in for the summer. So it's like maybe potentially you or the other party had a bad reputation and they didn't want like, okay, it's given because of this at the bottom of the deck. Like, let's just say like they didn't want to settle. They didn't want to commit to something. They didn't want to they weren't either they didn't feel like, okay, so like two things here with this, right? You could be somebody who wasn't really interested or thinking of dating somebody. Like, let's say this love sprung up on you type of vibe, right? And you were just like, damn, I'm not ready for this. I don't even work out, or I don't have my car anymore, or, I just quit my job so I can move to the Bahamas for a week or whatever. And, like I wasn't planning on being in a relationship. So it's giving like you were poorly planning your life low key, or you have a bad reputation. Like either you're not good enough, like you think you're not good enough, or you have a bad reputation of being a hoe, or just in general, you don't have to be a hoe, but like maybe you're outside, maybe you do too much, or maybe you perceive this person as somebody who does too much as well. Maybe you heard someone saying that, maybe you removed yourself because someone was like, oh yeah, that girl don't got nothing going for her, or that boy don't got nothing going for him, and he always out here in these streets, he's sleeping around for money, he did it, he's still in love with his ex, blah blah blah, like whatever the heck the problem was, they were talking negatively, okay? And like it made you or made the connection weaken because illusions, manipulations, witchcraft type of energy. Okay, so yeah, King of Wands now is coming out. Okay, so yeah, it's giving like this person is faithful, or maybe you're faithful to a fault and you were afraid that someone was going to be cheating on you or something of the sort. All right, so like you decided to leave the relationship, you decided to separate, you decided to like disconnect, whatever it is. Okay, let's get some more information please on this connection, what's going on here. So yeah, for some reason in the middle of you working, you're trying to make advancement or moves towards this connection though. So somebody left somebody, but now somebody's trying to connect with this connection. Like someone's trying to make things move forward, whether it's move forward financially or move forward and like independently. Someone's trying to move forward. Let's see exactly what we're trying to move forward. This one trying to expand. It's giving like they came to a conclusion because this is like a foresight type of thing. So, okay, yeah. So on the fence, we have the So they're trying to move forward with forgiveness. So maybe they potentially misread you, or you misread somebody and you want to be forgiven. This connection, right? You want the connection to be forgiven. You want to move forward with the connection. You may have left and now you want to return and be like, I'm sorry. Like, this person's looking forward, right? Their backs towards all the mistakes that they did. So if they did leave anything behind, or if they didn't do anything, they just want to, like, be like, okay, let's move forward from this. Let's move on. Let's continue. Let's accept what happened in the past and yeah, moving on. So like this card could be a double entendre. Is giving like you left the connection, but now you also want to move on from the fact that you left the connection, or that you broke up with the connection, or that you abandoned this person potentially as well. Okay. Due to you feeling inadequate, insecure, or also due to you doing things that you weren't supposed to be doing and not wanting that to be exposed in the connection. Okay, so we have two cards coming out. We have the Queen of Pentacles, and so it's giving like, because whenever I see this card, especially in a lover situation, it's giving like workplace balance. It's giving like home life balance. You feel me? It's giving like a balance in the connection where some, like, you both are providing some type of stability. Whether it's like, okay, I take out the trash, you're in charge of picking up all the trash off the floor. That's just an example, horrible example. I cook, you wash the dishes. I pay all the bills, you stay home, keep the house clean. If that's how your dynamic works, we do 50-50. You feel me? Like, it's just giving like a balance, right? This connection has maybe made you consider the balance, or maybe made you realize that you missed out on the balance, or maybe realize that this person was actually capable of being an adult in the situation and having a balance. Maybe like before, you felt like, yeah, like maybe you found more information on the fact that like this person actually can pay 50-50 of the bills, or actually can take care of kids, or actually can drive you to work because you ain't got no car, or something like that. Or sort, like, like it's giving, like it's low key just giving like you're starting to realize like, how do I say this? Like, you're starting to get in your head about the fact that this person was actually capable of doing the things that you wanted in the relationship. You feel me? Like, they were able to make practical decisions. They were able to, like, financially be there for you. Maybe you're being called to speak up on the fact that you missed out on this opportunity, or maybe like you want to speak up on it, or maybe like you're just reevaluating it and being like, damn, I really fucked up when it comes to this connection, potentially because of whatever the hell this is. Can we get some more information, please, on this? The Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Is there anything else I need to know about this Eight of Pentacles? Am I missing anything? Anything at all? It better not be the Queen of Wands. Okay, yeah. Oh, wow. So, yeah, you just didn't feel adequate when it comes to building a home. That's sad, and that's understandable, guys. Literally. Maybe you feel like this person was inadequate because it's about, like, team working together, and we have this now saying, like, yeah, I agree. You were sitting here, and I was thinking that you weren't good enough. Yeah, like you were potentially blind to the choices that you were making, or like you were making the decision so much harder than it needed to be. Like, you were like, oh, I don't know if this person's good enough. I don't know about can we actually work together? Like, you might spend all the money. You might spend all the money on drugs one day or something, or like, I wake up and you're gone and stuff, or like you cheat on me because you're still in love with your ex. Like, it's given like you didn't think this person can build with you. You feel me? So like now you're realizing that they can, and I'm already gone. I'm already gone. So there could be a need for communication, or maybe this person cut you off potentially. Okay, let's get some closing messages or any advice. Actually, let's get some advice for this connection. What is going on? So I don't know, like, y'all be messy, bruh. I'm not gonna lie, with these love connections and stuff. It be some messy ass shit, isn't it, going on? The devil. Okay. So the devil came out as advice. So I'm sorry. It's the only thing I could take is like you have to give in to like the temptations. That's what I'm getting from it. Because what the hell? Like, give in to the fact that or maybe you need to face your demonic energies, right? You could have some type of demonic energy, right? Let's say you toxic a little bit, you a little materialistic, you maybe care too much about this image, okay? You feel like this person was inadequate in some type of way, so maybe that's because of this image that you have for yourself, okay? Image that you have for whatever it is, okay? And you never, like, it's giving like, okay, so I'm just gonna say it because we have heavy, like, this person didn't feel safe with this, and with like whoever this is that walked away didn't feel safe because they felt like either it was inadequate or they weren't a safe partner for this individual, right? So whatever that is, right, is giving like a toxic mindset and negative vibration, a demonic, not demonic, but devil-like energies, tendencies, right? Discontent, or like, looking at the negative side on everything type of energy, right? Okay, that now you want this person to forgive you. Now you want this person to move on. Now you want this person to release the fact that you neglected them, abandoned them, told them they wasn't good enough if you said something. But it's low key giving, not trying to like flage or anything, that you never vocalized any of this shit, or you never asked this person anything to understand them fully. You feel me? So like, if you were unaware if this person was like abusive or whatever, like you never communicated to this person enough, you never, like, yeah, like you never dove into who they were as a person and communicated and understood them and got more tea, like, so it's like this is all basically assumptions, kind of some type of thing, projections in a way, you know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, it's giving like you have to focus or face that type of energy with this devil card coming out, and realize that like that's very toxic, that you're trapping yourself in a way, that you're like, restricting yourself from, yeah, your happiness, okay? Like you're hurting your own happiness by being this demonic energy, by thinking negatively about this or that or something of the sort, by being toxic, by being gross, by being whatever it is. Yeah, but like you brought up this own demise, this own like this own ending. Like, yeah, look at that justice at the bottom, like this is your karma type shit, like, like you fucking kept doing that to potentially other people as well. Maybe you felt like you were better than them or something, or maybe you just felt like they weren't good enough for you. Like, that's your ego. Like, you gotta face your ego, because your ego will keep you unhappy with everything, not just one thing, everything. So if you're unhappy about this connection, which seemed like a very nice connection, that's crazy. You feel me? Like, that's low key what it's giving. Like, how this connection was nice and you still chose to be unhappy. That's a you problem type of shit. Okay, real quick before I pull my crystal, what's this person's energy? The person who got left? What's their energy? The person who got left, what's their energy? So they kind of are like maybe making sense of everything. They feel like, okay, there's a rhyme and a reason for everything. There's a purpose. Like, they are maybe even trying to figure out what the purpose was, why, trying to say why you left them potentially. Or like maybe what the purpose of the connection was. Maybe like, oh, okay, what did God put this in front of me for, so I can better understand myself? And like maybe they're trying to evolve. Maybe they're taking the spiritual aspect of everything and realizing like, okay, if I'm not going to be with this person, then what am I supposed to get out of this? What am I benefiting from? Like, trying to find the solution of the situation and the sort, which is actually very mature, very positive, very good energy actually for someone to do when someone rejects you. So they're like basically just like very patient, very controlled. They're trying to figure out exactly what's going on. I feel like they're still like kind of a little bit, not saying that I feel like they're just like basically focusing on themselves, working hard type of energy as well, building something for themselves too. But also, like, I'm not saying they're leaving the door open, but it's more or less like I feel like they're a little bit open to communication only because of the Temperance is a card where you do work with other people, and like the energy flowing back, the water flowing back from each cup is like receiving and giving emotions kind of energy, like the emotional watery. So it's like maybe they're open to receiving insight from the party that left. Like they're like, I'm not gonna shut down a conversation. There could be potential of shutting down a conversation, not saying that there's not, but it's low-key not giving stubbornness just because it's the Temperance, okay? But with that being said, I just wanted to know their energy, because like over here we got somebody who really sat there and like talk shit. Like, let's be real. Like, it's given like, oh, I don't think this person's gonna be a good mom. I don't think this person's gonna be a good dad. I don't think this person gonna satisfy me in the bedroom. I don't think this person's gonna be able to cook a meal. Like, like it's given like this is what, like, I don't think this person can handle finances. And then it's like, well, now you realize they could, and you're by yourself, all because of you. Wow, that's plot twist of the century, low key. All right, so we have chiastolite. Okay, so unwavering tenacity. Temper is temper us in fire, and we grow stronger. When we suffer, we survive. Ew. So it's low key given like maybe you are being refined through this connection because let's be real, the advice is to focus on your ego, focus on what makes you happy and how your ego is stopping you from having that happiness. It's like the people who have trying to lose weight or whatever, and they are like hurting themselves because they're like doing a really really super duper strict diet that's making them miserable the whole time, when it's like, you could just join a really fun class and maybe you can like, cut a few things out your diet, but you're working towards it or building yourself up to it. It's like more or less it could be pleasurable or it could be uncomfortable for you. And it's like you are faced with the fact that you are the person who's potentially making your life uncomfortable for no reason, or not even for no reason, but like because of fabricated things or mental things or something of the sort. So like it's better that you are learning this lesson now so that you can become better, which it sucks that you have to suffer a loss of maybe potentially this person to become a better person for the next person that comes your way potentially, type of vibe though. Like, that's what it's giving me with that unwavering tenacity. Like, you're going to be better out of this circumstance regardless if you guys end up together or not. Can we get what's the outcome of this connection? Just because I'm nosy. Woo! So I feel like it's going to be a little bit difficult for you to potentially get this person to be with you or want to be with you. Maybe they're very much protective now against you, type of thing. They're like, okay, I know this person is like, yeah, they're going to be defensive whenever you return, if you do decide to return. So honestly, it feels like, ooh, another card came out. I feel like maybe you shouldn't even return low key just because Magician came out. So maybe you should communicate if you want to, but it's low key, I wouldn't. I'm lazy. I'm not gonna sit here and fight with nobody. You know what I'm trying to say? I fucked up. I fumbled. Oh well, time to move on type of shit. You feel me? Like, but if you do want to take action towards this person and communicate with this person, they will have a defense up. But I feel like you're the magician, so your potential to persuade people or manipulate people or get people to hear your side, or flashy tricks and stuff, and like get them to actually see you and what you have to say. But anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna close it out. So thank you so much for listening to me rant, basically. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it helped. Peace.